My name's Giovanders. Welcome back to Minecraft. Today I'm going to be talking about the mob vote and which one you should vote for. First I'm going to go through the three mobs and talk about them and what they do and what implications those might have for the game.
Knowledge.
I made each of the mobs in Minecraft. They do not look super good, but it's the best what I could work with for like 5 minutes, under 5 minutes. This is like a minute build each of these for these guys. But you got the crab, you got the armadillo, if you could call this that, and you got the penguin. And this is the crab right here. It drops a giant claw, which allows you to place blocks farther, which we don't know how many blocks away it will do farther, but it says blocks, so we can assume at least one farther, maybe more. I don't know how much more it would be, but the one thing I don't like about this is that it can only be spawned in the mangrove swamp. That's the only way you can find them. And I don't like that. I think they should just be found in the oceans, or maybe they could have a sub-variant crab that doesn't have a giant claw that spawns in the oceans, and to be able to get the giant crab claw, you can find them in the mangrove swamp. But that's not how it is. You can only find them in the mangrove swamp, which I don't like. I think there should be more places you could be able to find them in. But he's really useful. I will say this is probably the ugliest mob. So if you're voting on the cuteness factor, this is not the one to vote for, but if you're voting on usage, this is one of the two that you would vote for. The next mob is the armadillo. It spawns in the savannah, which is a pretty big biome if you ever do find it typically. So I mean, it's a good on the biome, what I think about it, and it's pretty useful as well. So it also drops wolf armor. Well, it drops scute, which could be made into wolf armor, which is be useful. So if you're just going around with a huge pack of wolves, you have all them all armored up, have them be really beefy, which I do think this is useful. But the armadillo is also not very cute at all, so if you're voting on cuteness factor alone, this is not the one to vote for. But if you're on for utility, the crab and the armadillo are the way to go. And then there's the penguin. The penguin probably looks the best out of all of these. You can find them in Stony Shores biome, which is quite common actually, so if you vote for the penguin, you probably will end up seeing them. And its usage is that it moves your boat faster.
Oh, that's real nice.
Which I don't really find that super useful. Even though I am in the boat quite a bit of the time when I play Minecraft, I don't find this as useful as the other two mobs, though this is probably the best looking one of them all. So that's pretty much everything about these three separate mobs. However, if you're voting for, like, say, which one that looks the best, I would definitely go for the penguin. If there wasn't any usages, I would vote for the penguin. That's the one that I would vote for. However, because there are usages, I feel like the penguin's going to be left in the dust. It's not going to be voted for the most. And the armadillo and the crab are going to be the ones voted for the most. In my mind, the vote is between the armadillo and the crab, depending on how you would use either of them. For many of you know, I'm a builder. I want the crab claw. And I want it a lot. I want it really bad.
I need it!
I would love to be able to place blocks faster, because that's what it ultimately would be for me, because I would be able to place tower blocks faster, which means farther away, which means I can place more of them down in a certain amount of seconds before I move again, which means that I'm going to vote for the crab. I think you should as well, too.
Do it.
However, I completely understand if you wanted to vote for the armadillo, and you just think the crab claw is absolutely useless. My friend's brother was telling me that you could just use scaffolding and not have to worry about it. I do see how the armadillo is useful. However, I think the crab claw is more useful.
Make me believe it!
Because I'd rather be able to build farther away. So you should vote for that too. The main reason why I want the crab claw is for this specific reason. Because when building a tower, this is how I build it. So I'd be able to place 3 blocks at a time, but with the crab claw, I'd be able to place at least 4 blocks at a time. So that would mean that it'd be fantastic for me to have this, because I'd be able to build faster, because doing this would just simply go by faster. Because instead of placing down 3 at a time within half of a second, I'd be placing about 4 in a time in half a second. Or maybe possibly even 5 or 6, however many blocks the crab claw allows you to place farther. We don't know how many blocks the crab claw allows you to place farther, but I would really like even just a single block being placed farther, because that would be really good. And some people are assuming that it'll increase your mining distance. The video doesn't say that. It says building block placement. So I don't think it'll increase your mining distance, but if it does, that's like an extra bonus. And the other thing I want to think about for the crab claw is is it just gonna be in your offhand, or are we gonna get accessory slots as well now? Because I would love to have accessory slots, just kind of like in Terraria, how you have like 5 separate slots for accessories that allow you to like jump farther or not take fall damage or whatever. And this would be, you'd be able to place a block down farther, which I think would be super useful. But I don't, if it gets put in your offhand, I think that'd be a little bit cumbersome, but not like terrible. But you could just leave it in there for the entire time you play while you're building. But either way, you should vote for the crab, because crab is life. So tell me your thoughts down below. Are you gonna vote for the crab like I asked you to, or are you gonna vote for the armadillo, or are you gonna vote for the penguin because you think it looks the best? I understand if you vote for something I don't want you to vote for, but
You were wrong.
it'd be fantastic if you gave the crab a vote. If you liked the video, please like and comment down below. It'd be fantastic if you gave me a sub sandwich, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.